Aloha, welcome to the Living Foods Kitchen here. This is your host, Dan McDonald, and I am Life Regenerator on YouTube. It's great to have you here today. I'm going to be making a smoothie for 3 hungry teenagers. Wow, keeping those teenagers fed. Man, that's a lot. So today I'm going to be taking some banana, carob, Life Essentials, and coconut water. If you do not have access to coconut water, you can use regular water. If you don't have access to the Life Essentials right now, that's okay. You could also leave that out. The carob makes it really healthy. That's a little more easy to access. You can find raw carob at the co-op or your local Whole Foods, and you can also order it online. Okay, so this is the coconut water from about 6 coconuts. So I'm going to add that first. I'm going to do about 4 cups of that. We'll add to it as we go. We've got bananas coming out our ears. Bananas are inexpensive and they're very filling, and they're an amazing superfood, believe it or not. Bananas will put on weight and strength, and they're also very sustaining. Again, and it's one fruit that is available all year round. So bananas are a real lifesaver for those of you who are interested in, eating a living foods diet or just consuming more healthy foods. The bananas can be used as like a delivery mechanism. When you go to take the bananas and kale, you can make an amazing smoothie that way and get some of those leafy green vegetables in there as well. So thank goodness for the bananas. I happen to have an unlimited supply of bananas at this point, as well as avocados, which are of course superfoods. So today what I'm trying to do here is just feed the kids before we head out for a day. And it's especially the young man, my daughter's boyfriend. He's in a growth spurt, and he cannot seem to get enough. And they came here. They've normally they eat fairly normal teenage food. Natea's a little bit more. My oldest daughter, who's 18, she's a little bit more on the vegan moving. She knows the benefits of raw. Katya's moving her way towards vegetarian, vegan, and she's definitely trying to eat better. But since they got here, they've been totally raw, and so it takes a little bit more of the living food since they're not as concentrated and as dense. And I'm also having to get a little more creative in the kitchen, using different nuts and spices and things to kind of, and lots of avocados and macadamia nuts to keep them interested. But interestingly enough, the same request every single night for this amazing salad that I make, which I'll be making tonight. So that's been a really good experience so far, but I'm going to keep it on the, try to do my best to stay focused here. I like to educate a lot. I like to give the little tidbits and the nuggets. But anyways, this is Life Essentials. It's vitamin E powder. It's good for the brain. It is also the easiest absorbable amino acids in the entire world. It's already pre-digested for you. And that's the thing that my daughter's boyfriend, he's trying to keep on a little bit of weight, so I'm going to show him a few things, how to use the nuts and the seeds and the protein powder here to get more easily absorbable aminos. So that's number 1 right there. I'm going to blend that up because Natea, she wants, of course, how it is with the teenagers, everybody wants something different. Natea doesn't want the carob, she's not a fond of that, so let's do this first real quick. I'm going to toss in a couple more bananas because we have a lot of those, and I want it to be a little bit thicker than this. Cool. Yeah, feeding your teens healthy, is you just have to get educated, on how to do that. So get yourself some live food recipes like this, So I'm gonna blend that. I'm a little frazzled. I'm trying to do 2 hours worth of stuff in like a half an hour. We gotta leave in like 10 minutes. So I'm doing everything I can here to stay up with the daily YouTube show and you know, this whole property and then the kids. It's, you know how it is. Any of you parents out there, you know, you're juggling 8,000 things at once. Nothing ever goes as planned. So you just say, oh, the hell with it, you know. So anyways, let's get Natea's smoothie out. That the Life Essentials just is really a great thing for flavor and taste. It takes any dessert or smoothie to another. It's like it makes the breakfast smoothie like a dessert, and so it's gonna increase drinkability for the young folks. I mean, they're gonna drink this. There's just a smooth creaminess to the Life Essentials. And so now for the other two, I'm gonna add a carob here, just a couple tablespoons. Extremely alkalinizing, so it's like a chocolate substitute, but it's just pure alkaline minerals instead of the cacao is more on the acid side. So when you eat the cacao, you got to really balance it out with a lot of green juice and leafy green plants. With the carob, you can drink carob every single day, boom, and you never get, it's just pure epicness. I mean, this is like one of the awesomest foods on planet Earth. It's just pure soothingness. And it's so delicious too. And it's like, here's your chocolate smoothie, honey. No one would ever know the difference. So we just took that to the next level. So there you go, folks. I'm in, I'm out. I'm just doing my very best to keep up with the daily show here, like I said, and everything else that's going on. So just, I'm taking any opportunity I can to just snap off a quick video. I think we'll call this Smoothie Recipe for Teens. Yeah, feed them well. I'm telling you, if I could, I mean, you know, I'll take any chance to get, I'll steal any chance away to make a video and just take any little recipe, even though this was kind of random and I'm just like, I got my mind on a million different things. Anyways, I want to take any chance, because believe me, I see what happens to people. The world is, they're not eating the way I do, and they're a mess. And there's parasites, and it controls people's brains, and they're just tired and they're confused. And that's what it is. The food you eat is so profoundly important to your experience. I know this. I mean, I live in a different world than most human beings. And although I've had my challenges for sure, it was the focus that came from the living foods. I stayed alive. I stayed with it. There's so many excuses that we make. Oh no. And we make excuses and we play victim, and we're unaware of how we're holding ourselves back. And so it was the living foods that kept me clear, that made it look like I had a lot of problems. But what it was I had very high ideals. And I was like, I'm going to get to this place where I'm flowing smoothly, where my insides are cleaned out, where my mind is clear, where I have faced the worthiness issues, the love issues, all these different things. So I was just like, I'm going to dive into that 100%, you know? And that can be challenging. So there's diving into it and being conscious, and then there's the unconscious just mess that your life can be if you're not focused on your life on every level. Your food, your livelihood, your relationships, who you're hanging around with, what you're exposing yourself to on a daily basis. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I always take just a couple minutes at the end of these videos to just see if there's anything I can say or do to transmit this truth, because, you know, I would just say do the work, get dialed in, set your intentions high, set your ideals high, set your goals high, and just allow that awareness to strip away the blocks and be bone-crushing honest with yourself about why you are where you are. That's my little secret. I was like, Dan, you can't really lie to yourself because you can't really lie to God, because it can see you. And if just because you can't see it, it can see it. And it is the one that makes it or breaks it. So if you line yourself up with the law at the most subtle levels that you aren't even able to pick up on because it's so deeply buried in your subconscious programming of childhood and society and biological proclivities throughout the evolution of consciousness into a human being, it's all back in there playing. And so that's why we sit and meditate and practice awareness and be awake and be like responsible 100% for what's going on in your life. And I mean, even the smartest people I know are like, oh, I got this excuse and that excuse, and this is why this isn't working out, and it's the government's fault, and it's my husband's fault, and it's everyone else's fault except my own. But it's not like that at all, because you are vibrating. So it's like, polish your own mirror before you try to, if you know, of course you want to help people, but first you must do a harder thing and help yourself. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's important to me because I'm so blessed after all this time. So that's why I'm not trying to be a preacher. I am kind of a preacher. I have this zealousness of like, there's so much suffering, and it can be, you can clear out. You can just get tuned into that eternal mind state, and then it's like, and then you can just play in the world and you write your own little movie. And you have your ups and downs, of course, but it's not so dramatic and so heavy all the time. It can be this light process of like, okay, there appears to be more work to do. All right, good. I am happy to have this opportunity for growth. And you become the master. You become in control of your life instead of life controlling you, you know, because you choose to get involved with it and be present with it 100% of the time. It's just important for me to finesse this because I see the thousands of comments and the hundreds of emails, you know, so I'm just saying that I have like a couple minutes every day to give as much as I've got to help who I can. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot to me that you are here today. So thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. And leave a comment down below. That means a lot to me too. It really helps me. That's my favorite thing. It's just comments and people getting something out of this and growing and feeling just enriched. So love is love. And it is the answer, and it is inside of every single one of us, and it is the animating principle of the entire universe, and it is the substrate and the core. It is the light that you are. You are love. And we strip away the junk by getting clear. That's why I say fasting and green juice and living foods and meditation and focus and honesty, bone-crushing honesty with yourself about why you are where you are. Okay. Seriously, I said bye 3 times now. This time I'm going to go turn the camera off, dude. Aloha.